Just like we can buy into an account, we can also sell something. So let us say we are going to sell our house, the San Francisco condo that we own, in the year 2035. Say we are going to move into a retirement home in the year 2035. Now here is something important. For an house, you can sell it only one time. So you can specify anything. For the 2 year, you have to specify the same thing as the from year, because it's only done once. The amount, you can specify 0, because it really doesn't matter what you specify, because the house will be sold at its market price in that year. The yearly increment, you can set it to 0, because it's not going to increase, it's a one-time sale. And you can specify how much tax you are going to pay when you make the sale. So let us say there is a 6% sales price on selling condos in San Francisco, and I click on add, and again we can confirm in our plan. We go under sell, and we see that we are going to sell the San Francisco condo from the year 2035, and all the other numbers are 0, because this will be sold at market price and the tax is 6%. So let us now go ahead and run the simulation. We go under simulate, select our plan, and ask it to run a simulation. When the simulation completes, we click continue to plot the results. This time we should remember to load our new results by clicking on load. Then we go under select. Let us always first look at nest egg to make sure that it is constantly positive, and it is indeed. Next, let us plot what happens to our San Francisco condo. So we click on plot, and we can see that we used to own the San Francisco condo up to the year 2034, and in 2035 the value is 0, which means we no longer own this condo because we sold it. Now when you sell something, the money goes to the checking account. So let us make sure that this money got added to our primary checking account. So I select the primary checking account, I click on plot, and indeed it did. So we see this is the blue, this is the primary checking account. Just when the condo got sold, the money entered into the primary checking account. So we now end up having $800,000 in our primary checking account, which is again a terrible thing, and we need to fix this. But I would like to point out that you always want to look at your primary checking account to make sure that it is in reasonable range. It should never go too low and never too high. It is an account you use only to pay your day-to-day bills. Let us now do one more thing. Let us see how we can transfer money from one account into another. So let us transfer money from the primary account to our Los Angeles bank account. Now if we look at the Los Angeles account on the right side here, you see that it's a money market account with an interest rate of 3%. So instead of keeping too much money in our primary account, we would like to transfer it to the Los Angeles bank. So let us do this from the year 2035 to the year 2039, exactly when we sell the house. And let us say we transfer $700,000. I know this is a ridiculous large amount of money, but I'm just doing this to prove my point about how you can transfer money. So let's decrease it a little. Let us say 500,000, like $500,000 in a money market. How's that? And let's click on add. And now we look under transfers. We can see that we are going to transfer money from the primary account to the Los Angeles bank money market between the years 2035 and 2039, starting with $500,000 and increasing it by 1%. So we go to the simulate menu, select our plan and simulate it. When the simulation completes, let us go and look at the results. Once again, let us remember to first load our new results, and then we can start by looking at nest egg. It's always the first thing we want to look at. Our nest egg is nicely positive, we are happy. Next, let us look at our primary checking account to see what happened, and we click on plot, and we see that at some point all of a sudden it went down to 0. So what really happened? Let us look at how much money we now have in the Los Angeles bank, because we transferred money to the Los Angeles bank, and we click on plot. We see that we had about $325,000 in the primary checking account, and we tried to move $500,000. So because of that, we tried to transfer more money that we have, and that is what caused our primary account to crash. So this is a very bad situation. We are trying to transfer more money that we own, so we need to fix this immediately, and let us do that by going back to our simulation, to our plan. One reason why this happened was that we transferred the money in the year 2035, and that is the year we sold the house in. So really we should have transferred the money in 2036, because we transferred the money before we even sold the house. All sales are done at the end of the year, and all transfers and purchases happen at the beginning of the year. So we were off by 1 year. Let us go ahead and fix that in our plan. Here is a point I would like to make. You also want to always make sure that your primary checking account never dips to 0. The moment you see it dip to 0, it is a red light warning that something is wrong. So we go back to our plan, go to the transfer, and now we make the transfer in the year 2036, and we click on add. In our plan, we look at our transfers, and we see that there are two transfers, the old one and the new one. So let us go ahead and delete the old one. We select it and click on delete, and now we just have the one transfer which is in the year 2036. So we go back to the simulate menu, we select our plan and click on simulate. Once the simulation completes, let us continue and look at the result. We remember again that we need to load the new results. Then we go back. Let us once again first look at nest egg, because that's very important. It is nice and positive, so we are happy. Now let us look at our primary checking account, which is under money accounts. We click on plot. We see that it is still hitting 0, but it is now happening in a different year. So let us look at what happened. So we transferred money, and let me plot the Los Angeles bank as well. We transferred money in the Los Angeles bank every year from 2036 onwards, and we incremented it by 1%. However, it is clear that it was too large, because once we transferred some money, we did not have enough money in our checking account to do subsequent transfers in the following years. So we should go back to our plan and fix this problem. I'm not going to do this because this is a demo, but the main point I want to make is that your primary checking account should never go to 0, and this is something you always need to be careful about.